each one a meditation.
Right by you.
Watch for their weaknesses and strike.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My ultimate is charging.
Commencing. Escort the payload.
Join me.
I have you. Keep fighting.
Hostiles approach.
Team kill.
Yes.
Will give you shelter.
I'll keep you up. Aye, they look mobilizing. Don't fret. I see you. We are falling apart.
Hostile in view.
On my way.
The payload has reached the checkpoint. I'm just a secretary for your wounds. You're powered up. Get in there.
Heroes never die.
The Iron Force watches over you.
Surrender to my will.
I still have some fight in me.
Scanning.
We will shield you. Take everything from them. Hostile
The
approach.
gnome.
Hostile in view.
You need this.
Enemy comes.
动住，不许走！
My ultimate is charging. On my way.
I'm not finished.
I am on
Heroes never
fire.
die. Fuck that.
Enemy marked.
Hostile in view.
Do something!
Payload is under my protection.
I'll keep you up.
I'm on
Payload
fire!
mobilizing. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Greetings.
We will shield you for now.
Heroes never die.
Don't fret. I see you. The Eye of Horus watches over you.
Its destination.
Them in the
Victory. Play of the game.
A revealing death. Yeah.
Welcome to Esperanza. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
I will not leave a broken world behind.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Five, four, three, 30 seconds.
I'm here. Hey there.
What's up, team?
Hi.
Greetings.
Sniper, be careful.
Objective unlocked.
Patience and progress.
Our bounty
I'm under
is
attack. This will cut the pain.
There's no reset, Genji.
Over there. Joseph, I see you. Let's get going. I'm here. Keep fighting. Draw strength from nature. They took him from us.
My ultimate.
Sniper, careful.
Bitch out. Oh.
Let's put a stop to that.
I won't give in.
The kitsune is ready.
My might.
Yeah.
Incoming.
Stop their barricade.
Rest up. They're about to take the lead.
The Junker Queen stands with you.
I keep you arigato.
No one can hide from my sight.
That must sting. You're powered up. Get in there. Keep tight.
Sniper, don't get shot. At this rate, we won't be in the lead for much longer.
I still have some fight in me.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
They're pushing the barricade.
Dragon's breath.
I have the lead. Take it back.
Come on, Robert.
Underestimated me, nah?
This is not the end.
Your team
Get ready.
is close
Let us
I'm
move
about
with
to go on a
certainty.
rampage.
I see one.
Your team
Stick with the robot. Got
We
something
have
to
taken
kill
the lead.
here.
Kitsune is ready.
forward spawn activated.
I'm on fire. Let the kitsune guide you.
Let the dragon consume you.
Robots pushing.
Taking care of you. go out on my terms. You're covered. Cut the pain.
Forward storm loss.
Soothing your wounds. Keep fighting. You're powered up. Get in there. Fast away. I won't let you fall.
As the queen, rampage time. Watch 'em scan. No one can stop me. What? My ultimate is charging.
Literally just forced the Genji to use all. Forced my Genji to make a. I just forced my own teammate to make a play. Like, come on.
Within me.
Dude. Oh, you better.
I am unmoved.
Okay, that's down.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
Let us move the barricade.
Get ready.
I leave flames in my
Dreams. I have you. Keep fighting.
Let the kitsune guide you. Let's take him to the wasteland.
Gonna heal me, dumbass little.
لسه قدامي كتير.
Clever.
Roadhog time.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
I burn with purpose. Let the dragon consume you.
Close your eyes.
Enemy here.
Straight.
The battle ignites me.
The Eye of Horus watches over you.
Wait, I get twist drops. Oh, that's lit. I did not know I get drops on my stream. Yo, hold up. I did not know that.
This is not the end.
My ultimate is charging.
Ultimate's charging.
60 seconds remaining.
They have superior numbers.
I see one. The enemy moves. We must stop them.
Damn, nigga, you scared to clean?
Should have looked up.
You'll have to
Ultimate's
try harder
charging.
than that.
Get on the attack now. The enemy is pushing their barricade.
10 seconds remaining.
Ready to go.
My ultimate is
Oh, okay. I gotta get that. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. I gotta, like,
We are about to lose the lead.
Don't fret. I see you.
Let the kitsune guide you.
It's over.
Exit.
Wouldn't believe I ain't have to watch my back. It's niggas really talk.
Yep, can't do that. Damn, I gotta get another lighter. That's what I do that tomorrow.
That's how it feels. Either way, we're ready. This is our last match of the day, day number 1 for the mid-season madness. So once again, let's take a look at our predictions, starting with my own. I had to ride it with the Houston Outlaws. It just looks so good. I haven't seen it really.
Yeah, but you want like a giveaway.
From like top to bottom, that roster is stacked. I honestly haven't seen enough from the Infernal to even make an educated anything here, so I just went with what I know, and that's the Houston Outlaws.
Same, me too. I went with Houston Outlaws. I liked what I was seeing from them their previous match, and also what Happy said, that he was like, hey, we got more interesting, quote-unquote, comps coming up. So I was like, hey, I want to see it. I want to see what is it. I'm like curious. Show me the comps.
Yeah, we'll see if Infernal can even bring it out of the Outlaws. Obviously, I've got Outlaws winning this one pretty easily. I think honestly, for me, Pelican Tracer, what made a believer out of me in that last game, I knew he had the Tracer in him. I knew he was strong on it, but that's not his best hero. It's not his comfort. And for him to be playing, like, just slaughtering Decay, honestly, in an easy 3-0 win, made him look leagues above it. Looks like one of the best in the league.
Yeah. I got Houston Outlaws in this one too, but I am really excited about this one because of the wild cards that are the Solar Inferno. Ball on Blizzard World, that is very much what I predict from them, and let's see how it goes, because I don't know how it's gonna go. The league plays like 1% of Wrecking Ball. This team plays 12%. They play Zenyatta, whereas other teams actually don't. So how is Zenyatta going to fare against like Sombra Tracer? Probably not too well. But Solar Inferno, in many ways, I think they're a wild card. Houston Outlaws, known for dropping at least a map in a series once in a while, not the previous one. So this could go to map 4.
You know what? I'm sick of this. Like, he's like trying so hard to play both fields today. Absolutely disgusting. Well, Seth, Kevin, it's past midnight, so we're now on first name basis. How are you guys feeling about this match?
I'm feeling it's going to be a good one. Yeah, I mean, we're just perfectly fine here. 4 p.m. over here in Seoul, South Korea. But I'm feeling good about this match. I do agree with Liz. I think that this could very well go to 5. So I think I'm hoping that this one goes to 5, and I hope that you're all wrong in your predictions in the sense that this is going to be a clean blowout series, because this one's a hell of a lot of potential. The Infernal have been looking absolutely excellent. Mag is back in a renaissance period right now. Whether or not he's going to pull out the Wrecking Ball, we'll have to just wait and see. But something tells me, if this does end up going to a map 5, that doesn't historically go so well for the Outlaws. So we'll see if they can get it done, if it does go the distance.
Now, well, the Soul Infernal as well, they have a bit of that fusion energy in them from, the Philly Fusion gears. That spirit is still there in good ways, some bad as well. The good ways would be the fact that, quality roster, and I think the prophecy exists. Look, I think the team needs to get second place. You got to do it first here for Soul Infernal. Now that you've rebranded, get another second place. Why not? But, for that to happen, they need to make it through that bracket. On the more negative side, they've also lost their fair share of map 5s. The first game versus Seoul Dynasty is one they'd like to take back. If it wasn't for that, they'd have a perfect year so far as well. As we take a look at the Shu versus Skew stats, and this is the matchup that I want to see. When we talked to James at the start of the day, who would I like to see versus Soul Infernal? I mean, play up against Houston is probably the harder match, and we get the Shu versus Skew matchup as well. And at that time as well, I think I had a little bit more faith in Boston Uprising. That's probably the scariest time. The fact that Houston's been ample to 3-0 means that Houston are coming into this one looking really good.
That they are, but it doesn't have the entire series throughout. Again, we kind of mentioned a little snafu in that opening series where Dynasty was better of them in the matchup. Since then, it was nothing but clean play and dominance at the side of the Infernal. And now, under this rebrand, they are the, hosting team basically for this, because I mean we're technically outside of Seoul, some, but it's close enough. It's attached to the subway line, so it's good enough for me to call them the home team coming into this one. But with that, it does add a lot of pressure, needing to perform in front of that home crowd. So can they do it? Are they up to the task? We're about to find out. Our opening match is going to be Lijiang Tower. See whether or not it will be the Infernal drawing that first blood, getting that first map under their belt.
No matter what happens, if it actually ends up winning the series, I want to see it go to at least 4 maps, because Soul Infernal's best map type is the push. They are, I think, the best push team that we have in the East for sure, and maybe we'll see if they can really put up that challenge up against the Western teams as well in Houston. This is a squad that, if it wasn't for the Atlanta Reigns, we'd be singing the praise of the Houston Outlaws here. They would probably be the hard favorites for the year so far, but so far the Atlanta Reigns have been in their way. They want to face up against the Atlanta Reigns again. Houston will have to get past the Soul Infernal, as you mentioned, the home team here, the team that I think the Eastern side is the better team between themselves and the Hangzhou Spark. Soul Infernal is that much more well-rounded, far more competition. They have the star power as well. Soul Infernal, the hardest team from the East coming into this one. This one, Houston was so scared.
Alrighty, here we go. The Rhine v. Rhine set up back over to the pick that effectively made him a household name back in the days of Contenders. See how fearless it does fare out the gate. The across. Both teams sticking with the Symmetra. It's going to be the inside track first and foremost here for the side of the Outlaws, getting themselves over onto the point. Massive damage out onto Skewed, but he's managed to stay alive. Still getting tagged up here and there. Steadily topping him back up. Looking for the pin. Fearless able to match that one. Mortality Field is going to be coming through. Mag able to clear that one out. Still under pressure here is Fearless, but Mag as well needs to try to keep that shield raised. As Zest is going to be set off the side of the map. You see Violet finding the first kill. The main now gone. Pelican with an opportunity to try to take a lead. Mag, however, answers back. Finds Fearless. The fire strike through. Pelican going to be taken down. The pin. Cancel that one early. Picks up by Shu. And the turnaround comes through the Soul Infernal. Get the first lockdown here on the point.
And despite being late to the actual point itself, I'm not too sure what the opening coming from the play with Infernal was. Because normally, you see teams do what Houston did. TP into the window, drop down on top of the point. Houston did that, Infernal did not. And Infernal were later onto the point contest. But Mag had that pin to Fearless. They pinned each other, actually both ended up on the floor. Fearless taking way more damage. That put us down into a very precarious situation. Leading to Fearless from the first death on the Houston Outlaws, allowing the Soul Infernal to charge up. And now they have the offensive play through.
And Matrix going to be coming through. Zest goes into the ice block. The wall comes up from Pelican just to try to go ahead and block off some of those sight lines, and Wiley can pull back, respect this Matrix, and then wait for it to expire to go back in. Now Braun, fire strike through, Mag getting tagged up, but he's so much faster. He's trying to have the Shatter online, he's 5% away. Again they go. Shatter at the ready, cuts around the corner, managing to find Happy, puts him down to the ground. Pelican going to take it. They're going to get the pin on the Violet as well. Happy and Fearless get up, and a team kill coming through. Soul Infernal maintaining control, now cresting past 50%.
That's going to be a fight where I think Pelican is going to play the Blizzard as well, huge advantage over Zest, but didn't have the opportunity to play in. M3 Photon barrier, that also is huge because it makes it really awkward for Violet. You don't want to have your feet blocked by that wall. Mag, okay, the Shatter is okay. It lands onto one person. The extra pin on the Violet really seals the deal though.
Zest looking to cut up some of the reinforcements here. MN3 still going to get caught. Happy able to find that kill. Immortality Field going to be cleaned up. Mag down to a sliver of HP. Will be finished off by Shu. Great value found off the Blizzard from Pelican. Not so much value found by Zest. Only comes away with one kill as a parting gift. The flip will come in. 82% on the board here for the side of the Infernal.
And they didn't force enough ultimates. You see 3 ultimates still online. Shu about to find the air Matrix, and the Houston Outlaws just a Blizzard. It's good enough, and that's the Blizzard I expected last fight to really be a game changer. This time with Soul Infernal, really being frozen up and fixes. Sound barrier not catching MN3. MN3 crucially did not get saved by that. That was a difference maker in the fight. Now Outlaws hold all the cards in terms of resources.
You can see Pete perhaps here into the back line. Good damage coming across. The Shatter could have been dropped in. Nice move there from Fixit. Does he help keep the rest of the team protected? But Fearless still gets on top of Mag to find the elimination. The tank gone. Zest off the side of the map. Just go ahead and I guess reset because he was in a bad spot.
Yep.
It's going to be the fight 1 and the point held here for the Outlaws.
3-to-1 trade though. Skewed use Ant Matrix. Houston Outlaws use 3. That's a decent trade considering Infernal are above 82% to 42. This is the kind of economy swap that you want. You want to be able to flip the resources very tightly like that. Now M3 has a Photon barrier. Great for entering. Puts pressure onto Violet again.
Just 10% away from having that one ready to go. Skewed again on the entry. Taking quite a bit of damage. Beat is going to be used up here. Yeah, in advance. Try to rush forward here. Get the catch onto him. And it's going to be Skewed taken down. Happy able to get on top of him. Mag going to be pinned in the corner, I do believe. And yeah, Shu's going to be able to finish him off at the very end. Fight very much going their way. Beat to go ahead and hold this and now take the lead. And MN3, really late death.
It's late, and that's going to give Houston Outlaws the chance to equalize 82 aside. What a call coming through from the Outlaws. Violet just says, look, play for the tempo beat. We can go in and win this fight. And that ends up being a very cheap fight that allows Pelican to build up towards ultimate as well. And now Houston Outlaws, they can really have a good fight for this final contest. 99 should be on board. Fighting into Blizzard will always be awkward.
Teleporter set up, maybe for the chance to try to dodge out here onto the Shadow that's going to be anticipated. Mag trying to get himself out of this one. Immortality Field going to be committed to trying to keep him alive into the fight, but the pin from Fearless will take him down. Pelican, however, going to be eliminated. Now Fearless is going to be gone. The trade-up is there, but now it's equalized. Shu gets the headshot across on the MN3. Sound barrier in is 99%. Comes across to the side of the Houston Outlaws. Shielding now expiring. Mag going to be rushing back. The Shatter still in his hands. Fixit finds one. Violet finds another. Trading back here between the supports, but then he gets surrounded. Violet finds another. The right click comes through. Get the elimination, but the flip comes in for the side of the Infernal. Now the Blizzard going to be infested. They try to stay in this one. Shu, the Immortality Field, trying to keep him alive. Shatter gets dropped in. Mag gets the pin kill. Finds Fearless, finds Violet, but then Pelican, rejoining on the Tracer, manages to take him down. The counter flip coming back in. The overtime going to start bleeding away, and someone needs to get this touch. They go ahead, they tag in, they force it out for a little bit longer. Mag now swapping back over onto the Doomfist to try to rejoin a little bit faster.
Zest on the Sombra as well. We swap over to a dive Infernal. Full dive team now. Houston Outlaws basically there as well. Happy could be the odd one out here. They need to target somebody. Violet nearly onto a beat. They got to get
But MN3 ends up falling. Pelican managing to get the kill. The beat comes across. Violet shielding up the entire squad, and they will go ahead and whittle away at the Soul Infernal. Zest will be the last man standing, but not on the point. 195. Houston Outlaws regain control of the point, and they do not let go of it, taking the first round for themselves. But damn, what a close bout between the two teams.
And what a clutch coming through Violet. The 2K coming on in. Shu and Violet keeping each other alive. Houston Outlaws should have lost that fight long ago. But Violet was playing that expertly. Finds a sound barrier in the last engagement there as well. And this is that double kill. Look at the situation. Barely anyone alive. This is a 3v3 here after Violet gets a kill into Skewed. It just finds Fixer as well. And that's double support. Skewed and Fixer both dead. Insane clutch coming on through.
And nasty kills there from Violet. Now we'll see the change up. Mag still opting to stick here with this run. Cassidy out the gate from MN3.
Yep.
Pelican will be taking to the skies, and that Cassidy can find an immense amount of value, so Pelican's got to be that much more careful now.
I don't know if it's an accidental sort of situation here. They could have read that Pelican was going to go towards the Echo in either case. Waiting pick to come on through. Not standard if you didn't think the Echo was going to come in. You know, Pelican fears against that. Fearless will move towards the ramp. And staying on the rhine for now.
Break down this barrier, and then 3 gonna get clipped by this anti-nade. Zest under some fire, has to go to the ice block to try to stay alive. The point unlocked. Outlaws with that initial little touch. Those Soul Infernal look to take this for themselves. And then 3 gonna find the first kill on the round. A shoe is gonna be taken down. Onto him. Not fun fire. Dashing up inside, trying to get the shots woven through to take Violet out of the equation here. Able to find that elimination. Violet's still hovering low on HP, but Shoe's gonna be rejoining quickly. We'll be able to top that to get it back up. Now though, Infernal again, the first to control the point.
Yeah, and they have the Amp Matrix on as well. Look at all the increased damage. Anyone with Dead Eye, huge amount of damage coming through on this cast. So Infernal, the first cap. Totally neutral, something they struggled to do on the last round. Here's the window.
Hack over on his S once again, fixes still down 1 HP, but MN3 again comes up with a kill. Pelican gonna be taken down. Looks for a little bit more of the shielding. Trying to get protected. Violet being tagged lower and lower. EMP gonna be committed to the fight. Has managed to find multiple members on the side of the Infernal, but the kills have not been found quite just yet. Annihilation rolling here from Fearless. Now gonna be nanoed up to down here. Fixer trying to stay alive. MN3 under fire. Fixer gets one. MN3 burned down by that Annihilation at the end of it all. Fixer now eliminated the whip shot from Violet. MN3 wants that kill. There's 3 members left now versus 4. Soul Infernal desperately trying to hold on to their lives. Mortality field gonna be cleared up. Skewed. Back turn here. You cannot turn your back to this Ramatra. Fearless finds another one. Zest traces it back, but in the meantime, the Houston Outlaws have gained control of the point.
Yeah, Fearless doing a ton there. Getting him in 3 down with the Annihilation was huge. Soul Infernal taking Pelican down early in that fight was what gave them legs. Have to go for the retake now. What tools do they really have? Relatively decent ones to actually get on towards the points. What a call from Houston Outlaws, by the way, to decide, look, even though we're down on members, we're not going to reach anything. We're going to play through EMP, play through Annihilation. It's up working out. Soul Infernal do not run away with the lead by 52-26 now. When to use some ultimates, but they are on the point.
Barrett Crowley rolling, just a bash there across on a mag. The Duke comes down to Pelican, going for the Cassidy here. Mag grenade going to be thrown out. MN3, however, again finds a headshot. This time on a Violet, takes him down. Fearless going to be falling quickly thereafter, as well as Pelican. That will be broken out of the Duke. Trying to drift away, make his exit. Looks like he will be able to do so. Cleanup is there. The flip comes back through. Soul Infernal once again in control. They do not start to lead.
Finally going over to the map now, so they're changing comps again. It's a very unique composition. We heard some inklings, you know. As we were saying, they had some more concept to show. Looking like it. How do you get past the shatter? The bubble is the only real defense. Otherwise, the shatter is completely free. Naga holding above them. EMP first, though, catch 3.
Okay, does manage to find MN3 for a second. It looked like maybe he was going to be able to turn that one on its head, but instead they do come up with the kill. Now they start with the man advantage. They start itching their way back over at 1 point. As you mentioned, shatter. Definitely something that needs to be respected. We get the hack across on a mag. Good fixer though. Managed to keep them alive and in this fight. The bubble already expended. Now that means that shatter can come across for free, but no, he's going to get dropped. Pelican gets a couple of headshots woven through. Down low, a sliver of HP remaining for the sound barrier, helping to keep them alive. They have not been able to finish the job. The mortality field now comes across. The Amp Matrix nearly there. Outlaws in control, at least for the moment. Problem's going to be built up here from Fearless. Pelican's going to be lost as MN3 looks to rejoin the fight. This as well. Goes on the right click line, shoot. MN3 going to get cleaned down. Fearless good for 1. Can he get more? No, he's going to get dropped to the ground. The kick to the wall. Says lines up the headshot, finds the kill. The Infernal are looking for the flip and looking to take us through their caught round.
Shu's going to swap over to Rico here as well. Fearless needs to get back quickly. They have to go for the touch. Doomfist will be the answer. The fastest tank hero you can choose. They're playing into a Blizzard. Very high likelihood that Soul Photo can lock this one. Like you need to see a good Blitz here in the open.
The immortality field just a little bit too late. He did toss it out, but now the Blizzard as well can be invested. And Pelican finds Zest at the back end before he can go into the ice block. Second chance now. 10 and 3, only able to find one, but he is going to die on the back end of this fight. In control now, 70%, ticking up final fight territory for both teams. Skewed now blocking here going well.
So why Soul Photo just have to play that one in the open? They could have just opted to play the point instead.
Look at the ults.
Strong.
EMP and the Duke.
And that's the thing, right? Houston Outlaws, after winning that fight here, in a good position resource-wise. We're going to hit the double 99s.
Skewed swapped again.
It's been 2
back to
close
the
rounds. They got nothing. It's a pure neutral. They have to fight two ultimates. The EMP of which is the most important.
They identified where Happy was at. MN3 down low. Somebody needs a touch. Which he now can be forced out. EMP comes across. Mac can be anti. Low. Staying alive. Kills not being found quite yet. The nuke goes for Winston. Builds up the ultimate. He's got them in the corner. Look at the juggle around. Violet in the meantime finds him in 3 off camera. Juggle continues. One of the big feelings from Fixa is keeping him sustained. Mag, however, in all of this chaos is trying to occupy the point. Gets antied out, gets taken down. Now they're operating without a tank, without Baxter's Ultra. Respawning, trying to sprint back as quickly as he can. He might be able to turn the tide.
Oh, right.
Into the wall with a punch. Lines up the headshots, finds a kill. Rally rolling now out. Goes up the Fixa to try to keep this brig alive. Still occupied here.
You got
anything? Going to be anti to cross. Goes in, tries to get the shield bash there on a Pelican. Has he overstepped? Down low, shield gets raised. They try to keep himself protected, but he ends up falling and feels all the same. Back in, but the primal is nowhere near. Still 28% away. Destiny stunned up. MN3 forced to exit the clip, coming back through. It's 99 to 99. OG starting to bleed away ever so rapidly, and Zest is going to fall. The support just now respawning. Mac is dead. MN3 goes in solo, drops the EMP, but his culture drops to the floor. And the Houston Outlaws will close out this map 2-0.
So many more ultimates online for the Houston Outlaws. Soul Infernal swapping to a brand new composition. Everyone is empty on the ultimates, and you have to sort of rewind back to the fight where the Blizzard was available, possessed, and Skewed gets caught out in the open. The Blizzard goes out super wide, didn't even take a fight on top of point. And Soul Infernal, I think they had the round slip away from them. 2 very, very close points there. Lost the 2 that we saw in Lijiang Tower, but I think both times the veterancy, the experience, the clutch factor of the Houston Outlaws, especially when you look at Night Market, how good Shu and Violet were, especially Violet on the Lucio, to pull back losing situations and giving
Hey
Houston
Rissa, what if you
Outlaws
played like
so,
Monkey
look, it's
just to
been
get
a
him off the high
affair
ground?
So far, the Houston Outlaws, I think that
Nice.
slight
One
edge
step ahead.
give them away for the first map, and see if that gives them more in the future maps as well.
I mean, if nothing else, even though it is control, it can be a very wild and varied map type. I think what we have learned from this is that even if
Well, you guys gotta, you gotta.
one scoreline does come through and Houston walk away with the win as the Death was anticipating, it's not going to tell the full story because Infernal are fighting tooth and nail. As you said, a couple things slipping away from them, but still fighting to keep themselves in this one, and it was a hell of an extension on that OT, so they're not going to be going down out of this one without a fight. They've got that home crowd back.
Yeah, DPS, can we like W key?
Steer them forward to victory. Now they have this map pick again. They have
W key, please. Kill skids, kill him. Kill them, Ryan.
find out in a couple moments. But any initial thoughts there, Avril, as far as where they want to steer us?
I think Soul Infernal have just so much to play through. Hollywood's an interesting choice because that's a really good map for Houston. I actually don't know if I agree with that. I think if you looked at where Houston is strong, Hollywood is right up the top of the list, and Soul Infernal should probably avoid Hollywood. That could end up being a mistake.
You can stay on a DPS, I got the tank.
Going straight into the lion's den with this pick.
I'm feeling confident on it, clearly. We'll see, though, if that confidence is going to be misplaced because having that 2-0 lead in the Outlaws is catastrophic. But now we're going to go to a quick little break, give the players a breather, and come back. We'll see if they can equalize the scoreline, tie us up to 1-1.
Fuck.
Score 2-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
broken world behind. We must all find a cause worth fighting for.
One more mission, huh? I'm in.
To find success, we must search in harmony.
Stay put. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Get those spurs kicking.
I have you. Keep fighting. I won't let you fall. That must sting.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Covering you. أنا ما حدش يقدر عليا. Stand up straight. Getting drowsy? Happy to assist.
Enemy spotted.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Helden sterben nicht. Widowmaker here.
I won't give in.
A temporary setback.
Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and take a look as we know that Hollywood is going to be the next map. Obviously,
hello there.
Infernal, undefeated on this one so far this season. Outlaws 3-1 record, but that one loss they've suffered on this map was to Atlanta.
We just saw as well Houston play up against Boston Uprising on Hollywood, and it was as clean as you'd like. Houston Outlaws a 3-0 in that particular match. And that's maybe my anyway. Interesting choice by Soul Infernal. The other options would have been Blizzard World. Kings Row, obviously. Blizzard World in the past has been a great map choice for the Soul Infernal, given that
is not
that 9% ball pick. Mag is basically the only player giving serious game time to Wrecking Ball currently.
No one can
You want to look
hide
back at
from
the
my
Lee Jung map as well. I think the real sliver of hopium here for the Soul Infernal is the fact that despite losing 2-0, when you look at the actual score lines of where the leads were, it was 82-0 night market and 90-35 on Garden, both in favor of the Soul Infernal. So the capability of the Soul Infernal to have these early leads and to win enough fights, to be putting themselves into a position to actually take away the round is certainly there. Where they're faltering is closing the round out and actually being able to clutch up when it counts, win the fight to the end of the round, to the end of the map when it counts. That has been where Houston has been. I think the clutch factor of Houston that gave them Legion down.
It's a bit more clutch, but we know that Infernal, given what we've seen from them, also when they were, still known as the fugitive, they can be incredibly clutch when they need it the most. Not so much there on that first map. We'll see how they fare, because obviously they have to be feeling very confident coming into Hollywood. Again, they have not suffered a loss on it. They only played it twice so far this season, but are are they misplacing their confidence in this map? That's what we're gonna find out.
Certainly does open up things for M3 for hit scans, obviously where, you know, 2 patches behind where Live is currently Widowmaker and still flying it down, as we saw from happening on Junkertown in the Boston game. M3 possibility of playing at minimum Hanzo, but possibly even Widowmaker on Hollywood B. Soul Inferno are definitely cooking something here, as you're gonna have some confidence in terms of this map choice, and it was close enough on Lee Jung Tao. I think confidence levels for Soul Inferno should still be high. This was not a one-sided opening map. So they know they have the capability to still win, and they have to prove that and show it on screen.
In we go, map number 2, Soul Inferno. Their selection here for hybrid. Whether or not they can tie this up at 1-1, or if the Outlaws can get a nice little stretch lead.
Pay attention. Sword for your wounds. They outnumber us.
My ultimate is ready.
Obviously, still the crowd very much backing them despite that early loss here on Lijiang Tower. Now the defense is the Infernal. We'll see how they fare, as it will be MN3 on that Hanzo.
No one can hide.
Soul Infernal's defense fairly standard. I feel like we've seen plenty of teams who rather play the Winston on this map, which most people do. One sniper is at least decent. Yeah, the anti will just be there to beat a little bolt charge of skewed, so off he goes into the nano boost race. Important. Pelican did hover the echo, but I wasn't sure if he was actually going to play it. 20 HP, that's from
Soul over the anti. MN3 being down. Great follow-up. Pelican playing fearlessly here. Knowing that the kill was in hand, there was no way for them to try to get rid of that purple. Now, support sound skewed. They are just completely and utterly corralled away.
Oh, I guess.
50 bombs for the stay. Them off. A sleep dart on a mag. Also going to be anti put down on the ground. He will be able to stay alive at least for the time being. First tick already going to be established here for the side of the Houston Outlaws. This, however, answering back, finds one, but Happy takes his head off. Puts an arrow through it.
Second tag.
They get out of the fight, jump up over the top, looking to get right over top and fix his shield, but instead will just go right up into his face. Happy finds another one. Second tick nearly there, 63.5%, but with the kills coming through, the support's now gone. It seems like an inevitability that the Houston Outlaws will be able to get a very nice early cap here on point A.
Yeah, and M3 goes Sombra just because it's a fast hero to come back on. He's nearly onto the EMP, but they have to give up on A. A single frag on M3 dictates so much, and again, we talk about the fact that Houston Outlaws, they have extra compositions, extra picks. I don't dare to call it cheese, but certainly more variability compared to what we normally see in the meta, and it happens to be the Pelican Echo that's normal on Ilios, not so normal on other maps, and it comes out Trump's here, flies it onto M3, and it just snowballs.
How does M3 have 90% of this EMP?
He did a lot of damage. He came back.
Took my eyes off the guy for a second, and now he's about to have it ready to go. Recon just looking to weave that shot in.
Mag, I think so. Mag's chilling.
Is the one that takes it, and Mag, after getting headshot, looks like he might have gotten a little heart flutter after that one. Just nearly giving him a heart attack, so calls for the police pause. We'll see what the issue is and whether or not we can get it rectified quickly so we can get back underway.
It's got to be Chio's PC again. The ghost of Chio's PC coming back. You know, that one damn PC, huh? We do
always the one.
MN3 on EMP, and you noted that was a quick charge, and it's not clear that Houston Outlaws are going to be aware that the EMP is available, so this is critical for Soul Inferno in terms of finding that dive. As the Houston Outlaws will be the ones playing the normal comp now. We obviously did see Pelican swap back over towards the Tracer, so no more Pelican Echo for point B. Probably a little bit dangerous to play there anyway. Obviously no sniper yet because M3, to be honest, as I sort of mentioned, the Sombra pick isn't even what I think Soul Inferno believe is optimal in that place. He picked it because it's a fast hero that you can retake with, and he did enough damage that they can sort of convert. Now, Mag and Zest are also very close to ultimates, and as we pause, by the way, one key thing to think about is Happy just used the Dragon Strike, so that ultimate should be flying towards. We actually don't know where it's flying towards because we never really got to see, but has been
possible the high ground. What happened here? Mag, true gamer. There's no admin. Okay, I can back in or whatever the hell the issue is. But man's just under the desk doing work.
Plug your keyboard back in, son. We got a game to play.
Obviously, though, watch your head.
Something like that.
You don't want to bonk yourself on the desk as you're coming back up and then have to play the rest of the game dazed.
So, very quick cap on 8. Houston Outlaws off to a good start. And a hardware issue, so, you know, maybe it is Chio's PC, the same PC.
No, he's in the center seat, so it'd be one of the support players that'd be having that issue if that were the case. So it looks like it's just something with his mouse, but he's back in seat. Headset on. Looks like he's just testing, and we are getting right back into the action here. So it seems like not too much of an issue, so we should go ahead and get this back underway, but the action should be potentially explosive right out the gate, so get ready.
Yeah. Like I said, ultimates already being thrown out. Happy mid-Dragon Strike. Double support ultimates online for Houston Outlaws. Fearless on 84. Mag on 73. Zest on 97. Some ultimates coming online very, very soon. Dragon Strike is, going towards the high ground, but very easily dodged by Mag.
Does everyone know the
He's got plenty of room to just go ahead and inch up in front of that one. There's MN3 in the back line. EMP was used, but kill not going to be found. Riley rolling from Violet. Go ahead and get that green HP. But Zest goes in, gets the pulse bomb stick, and she's going to be taken down. Kill found Pelican in the meantime, just inching that card forward even more. Skewed and MN3 both taking nasty hits here. Mag looking for the contest here onto the low ground. Primal nearly online, but Fearless a bit faster to punch. Pelican staying elusive.
Nano play should be coming through now. EMP extended, Dragon Strike gone.
My ultimate is charging.
Protect Sting's limits here just a little bit. Dives in the backline solo too.
I just completely and utterly ignores Happy. Finds you into the back line, as you say, just about solo. MN3 was joining in for that one. And Mag finds Happy on the Violet. Going to be some semblance of control found here for the side of the Soul Infernal. Still banking 3 ults.
Happy had no idea he was busy trying to take some punch on the high ground. Meanwhile,
Give the heals.
the back line last time was the pulse bomb. This time, just raw damage output. Shoot, not able to get this nano off, and still waiting for the nanos to play through.
Thank you.
Payload slowly moves backwards now. The payload movement here is insane because Payload's moving backwards and Pelican just shoves it slightly against Soul. We'll have to be a lot more careful about that because they're losing map control every single time the payload moves.
Not like 15 more meters right there, it feels like. And out on a Mag, he's going to be taking down the rally from Fix. Not nearly enough throughput to try to keep him sustained. Fix as well. Very much in danger of falling. It's the whip shot. The shove him back with
Oh, fair behind. Can you res me? Thank you.
Both A, not dying, B, not lose the Primal, because you Primal there, that is an awful place, so he saves it. You lose a lot of space here, with Skewed going down, you couldn't mash a nano.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way.
That Skewed wants a nano here. If they can prevent it, that would be the goal for Houston Outlaws. Push forward, looking for that pulse bomb. Pelican oversteps and Fix it, catches him with a whip shot, taking him down. On the rooftop strip for Shoe, Max is empty out. Stop, we'll be able to take him down for a while. Skewed going great, but he's on screen. On the opposite side of the map, Mag comes in, gets some revenge here for his honor.
I see.
Once again, be slowed up.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence. My ultimate is almost ready.
That one. Meanwhile, MN3 is forward, scouting, EMP ready.
Zaps. He's playing right on the edge.
Zest is half HP, so if MN3 does anything, he might shoot
Still distracting, waiting for him to get into a better position.
Get in there.
Translocator, I do believe. Takes away. That's however top forward. They will be able to find you. MN3 take him down. Yeah, I mean, still consequences being found after the translocate destruction.
I think MN3 thought Zest was going to hang around there. Zest helped up the first, but disappeared for the second.
This
is
the end.
Some needed elsewhere. By the way, Happy. Hey, he EMP'd the back line. Not Skewed and Fix it, but there's no follow-up to be found.
Now they're both alive, so that's all good. Fearless can go any further. And Soul Infernal are pretty pleased with that EMP resolve.
I am the Junker Queen.
Double support almost online for Houston Outlaws, so this is on the shoot time. They know the nano's on the
Oh, yeah, man. This is going to be one shot, one kill. Already had the Tracer so very low. Fantastic sleep right there for you to put him down. Fixing out under fire. Rally going to be blocked. Gets up to somehow been trying to stay alive. Sustain for the time being. Fearless continues to push forward here. Powered by the nano boost. Pelican gets up under MN3. Shuts him down. He's going to give an opportunity to have to find a lead. Leads here. Pelican eliminated. Zest over against him. One back to the full ball, but I don't know if it's going to be able to find instantly, and now it's woken up to obey the iron strike. Take up on the high ground, Fearless. Going to be cleaved down here at the very end. 92 meters left to go. Infernal should be caught. Back to
we had 3 meters before, I think it's 1.5 meters
Ouch. Oh, they're Ash and they're why not?
Eliminated Zest. A pulse bomb as well. You're taking lower and lower. Stu trying his damnedest to keep him in this fight. But with the kills coming across, MN3 now commits the EMP. And then they all just get team killed. I thought he was going to hold it.
No one can hide from my sight.
For the follow-up, but as you say, maybe this is the moment that he swaps. We'll have to just wait and see.
Would be the good pick here, I think. But no, this is unfortunately going to be a case where MN3 made the call into the EMP. And not the
and that's a
part of it is unfortunately, you know, two players went down.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Baylor staying alive. Michael was trying to go with one of the supports. The last two levels, look, the pain was really shut up. So another one, almost required to finish down. Kind of concentrate. I think that's actually there. That trying to do with some girls. That's good.
My bad, I thought I was on it. Oh, you're good, man. I should have hopped on it anyways.
Tree pushing. They cannot lock it. They're going to have to try to hold it up now. Dangerously close to the finish line here. Looking like an overtime finish unless something really transpires quickly here in the next few seconds. So though, it's going to be Nano up speed that will help keep him alive. Rushing forward to get to the back line. They're going to try to keep him away from the start. He is getting pushed. It is being brought forward. Getting closer and closer to the victory. And getting pushed forward once again. This order to find two Pelican to tap this one. They need to join in. Set flies now. Contested 4.7 minutes to go. Fearless. 7 away from that final will end up dying. They take them off now. Pelican will listen to the duel. Trying to push forward.
You're powered up. Get in there.
So Solar will deny the finish on the map. Watches over you. Into win condition.
It's another situation where Pelican needs a little bit of pain. I mean, once you see someone's mineral attack,
No one can hide from my sight.
the actual distance is admirable.
Fucking dumbass DPS.
Behind there.
Nice little guys.
One of the very successful parts of the Outlaws push. B was where things started to really slow down, but Soul Infernal, they wouldn't want to slow down in A, given how fast Outlaws took it.
A lot of that push was happy, opening things up. Shots flying for the moment. Not really any connections to speak of here so far for MN3. Pressure on the flank. Pelican pushing up the staircase, just trying to keep him honest, trying to keep him distracted away from Violet and Happy, who sat there in the cafe. That goes into the contest, but MN3 gets one. Yeah, recon dart forward. Pelican going to be taken down. Just a body shot to finish him off. Now, bonus on Happy to try to reply. Buy some space here, but he doesn't want anything to do with Zest. He's backing away from the fight. The one clip not quite going to be coming through. Healing goes over to Happy to keep him sustained for now. Point occupied. That first tick nearly coming in. But Shu manages to find fix it with the help of Violet. take
These people move past the crisis
trying to build
so
up the pulse bomb,
quickly.
13% away. Pelican
I
just a little bit further
envy
behind
that.
because of that initial death. Anti on the happy, but no pressure being applied. They're playing off the point. Have to get halfway there, but
looks like the
for now,
best team in
the
the
Infernal having to peel back, it seems.
You have to, because you just lack the players here. I don't know how Shu gets that pick, but it's important. Because things were looking a little bit dire for the Houston Outlaws. You lose Pelican, that allows Soul Infernal to push up, get that one tick forward. The Houston Outlaws, they just hold on steadfast now.
Okay. And what a volley of kills to be found. Pelican gets MN3, Happy gets Sess. Skew taken down as well as Mag on the back end. Fixa desperately trying to stay in this one, but he will just about be able to make it out with that last little shield bash. It's a good hold, half time bank. Really drained away here.
Which means pressure on Soul Infernal to have a good B after this one, assuming they can cafe, and they should. They got good ultimates coming online. Violet does lead in terms of the rally, which is important. Soul Infernal getting one tick is decent, but prefer to have two at this stage, and MN3 looking for that initial pick off, and if MN3 can find it, that would be the 5 versus 4 that Soul Infernal really needs.
Now has MN3 just trying to get the Hanzo sustained. Dragon Strike kills them already. Slid goes across, nothing gonna be found. Zest noted. Pelican pushing up the flank, throwing down that pulse.
I agree with the Widow.
Now Dragon Strike to be used. Cube getting lower and lower as the ante was in. Fearless will be able to zap him down to nothing. From the floor with Storm Arrows, Happy will be able to deliver. Zest can be sent back to the spawn room once again. Infernal have to go for a reset, and that's gonna take him down below a minute with this cap on A.
Yeah, things are looking bad here for sure. This is what I'm talking about, right?
Nice pick.
So much pain, they get so much push. They're winning fights, even when they're losing fights, that gets to the end of the match anyway. Here's Soul Infernal at A.
Why am I always getting fucking solo by the diva? Fuck, dude.
Three ultimates versus 3. Soul Infernal don't even have ult advantage yet.
Yeah. Needs to try to find some value here. Dragon Strike has been not happy to start things off, at least on them back. Taking a recall position. Zest backs up pulse bomb, not finding any value. Is now jumping forward, final at the ready to knock him around, just going lower and lower, trying desperately to stay alive.
Gotta back out of this fucking diva, bro. Every fucking time, man.
One that can cause him this point defense. Mag now into the back line as well, takes out Happy, Anti onto Skewed, Violet finishes the job.
I can go Zarya.
Just Violet now on his lonesome, now taken down, and then 3.
Nah, it doesn't matter, man. You're fine.
My ultimate is charging. Looks like Outlaws want nothing to do with the recontest. They will just concede the point.
No one can hide from
Too late here, so good job by Soul Infernal to get some late picks that need to clean up there. It's good feel alone. Time though. 30, I mean, essentially they cap that. What a finish from that.
Hermes low in the back.
Another 130 on C.
Still have some
The
fighting.
rest of the gameplay on Hollywood Attack has to be fairly.
I thought I'd have bomb.
Angel swap from Hanzo onto the Sombra. A sniper to be seen on B. Both nanos are available as well. So far, Soul Infernal just want to play for payload first.
Just trying to count how many shots in a row she was going to be able to hit right there. It's got something like 9 without missing before he finally had whipped 1. Nade going out, trying to amp up some of the ceiling here on a magazine, plays forward and try to keep this card contested and shove back the members of the Outlaws. They go up to the high ground, opening up a little space. The card can continue to glide forward. The minute 42. Infernal, they need the rest of this one to be clean. Matching around the back.
Oh, Skew dies!
No nano to be found. The nano from the shooter helps.
Fuck you, man. Get off my dick.
I think Soul Infernal knows, like, okay, they can just really push the payload. Houston Outlaws respond. Houston Outlaws have to be the ones to respond. And when they do, they can trade nanos. They can play them late to nano, but not if Skewed dies. Obviously, they know Skewed has nano. They'll confirm with the hack here as well. Almost onto the EMP. Is Happy, and that'll be important because we got a couple of chokes here. You got to be careful with the Happy. Lagging behind 6% need.
But know where he is.
I guess I'll push.
I don't know. So Victor has to keep his attention there. And oh, the spy check.
He revealed. Got to reveal.
Yeah, absolutely monstrous. That would have been, you know, MN3 right being able to build up towards that TNT, which Happy now has online. Card still being held. Pelican is playing it on the low ground. Dancing alongside Zest to try to get in the front of the locked position. But MN3 this time doesn't manage to go in. Back up on the high ground. Infernal, but they don't let him get into position for it. They close this one out, and they now move up 2-0 in the series.
numbers.
And we called this at the end of Lijiang, right? Going into Hollywood, it could be a mistake. You know this is where Houston Outlaws are strong. Soul Inferno, they're confident in their own map choice. They're thinking they're pretty good at this map as well, but
Winston
you are
reporting.
playing into the hands of the Outlaws, and I feel like they've probably spent that
Alright, let's push.
doing. Still some close
Let's
affairs.
get the payload moving.
Soul Infernal letting far too many fights slip through their fingers. Individual picks, and the A just took way too long. Houston Outlaws got A almost instantly. Time was a huge issue there.
Try to dive their freaking healers, man.
I dove their healers.
Widow's low up top.
I can't be the only one diving the healers.
Bro, Liana was one shot and you dove out.
And was getting healed. I was one.
Where do you think the purple nade came from that you looked at, proceeded to do a tiny drop of damage to, and turn around and run for? Like, you're just dumb. And, like, never mind.
This is typically where Houston Outlaws sub-Fearless out for Gargoyles. So you are going to force a substitution. Gargoyles had less time playing with the team. Fearless is obviously their starting player. You remove Fearless from the lineup. That's got to be a positive for the Soul Infernal. But it's an off-tank favored map for the most. I mean, you can just play more Winston Dongak, and Gustre played plenty of that on Rialto. Mag doesn't match on the Diva at all. He's just going to play the Winston. He needs to be confident he can beat Gargoyle in that Winston versus Diva matchup. That would be the reason to go to Rialto.
Play the Winston or play the ball. Who knows with Mag? You know, he might just pull it out as a bit of a Hail Mary to try to get them across the finish line and put a map win up on the board. But like I said, they now need to reverse sweep. Everything to play for here for the Soul Infernal in front of the home crowd. We'll see if they can get it done, put their right foot forward when we come back from the break, so do not go anywhere.
same time.
We really started off on this high peak, and it's been dwindling down as the Houston Outlaws have just established a foothold.
Part of that is due to the fact that I think you know, again, you take Houston Outlaws to a very comfortable map for them. These young towers, well, I think both of these things occurred on both of the maps so far, which is to say that Soul Infernal, they do sometimes make small errors that kind of cost them, whereas at least on the other hand, Houston Outlaws, they clutch through. You know, I pulled out the stat line that Soul Infernal on both My Market and Gardens had a considerable lead. It was again like 85 to 0 and then 90 to 30 or something like that. Really good leads, but they could not close out either of those two leads, and that really says everything about the Soul Infernal in this matchup so far, where they can have competitive fights, just missing the slight bit of the end to actually close it out.
What's going on?
You see the Jigglypuff there with the sign cheering for the Soul Infernal, but unfortunately she might have sung her lullaby and put the Infernal to sleep. We'll see if they've woken up though, as we go into what very well could be the final map of this series and the conclusion of today's action.
You remind me of myself when I was younger.
I mean,
That a compliment?
that's definitely been the
You
case.
be the
We saw
judge.
that quick snipe on the
Okay.
Zest when he was trying to
Thanks
pressure
for
him on
the
the high ground.
compliment.
Set up for the kill, but all to play for now here for the Infernal. Again, you know, reinforced as I'm sure we'll hear the fan cheer in a brief little moment as we get ready to go to the map. Reinforced by that home crowd, wanting to do them proud as the lone soul representative here, given that Dynasty were unable to attend. Unable to qualify, I should say.
No scope.
Group up here.
I wonder which fan cheers louder, the Houston fans in Kintex or Jake in the green room.
They have a Reaper.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
I'm an
To be fair, I want to cheer about Houston having a great day. Could be back-to-back series here, I'm sure.
For sure.
That's a dream start for Houston Outlaws on their road to getting that big match versus the Unranked lane. Most punters, most fans, most fans of the free. Andres Sparks has a chance in the NA versus APAC rival.
Reaper's dead.
Soul Infernal have to take a map in this series, and the Alpha might be their final chance.
Sojourn's going for you, Widow. Someone. Oh, okay, thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get this BAP over here.
Cross loud. Take a look. Action on this Eva matching against Gargoyle.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not, because Diva is a very good choice for that. Nag not one of his normal heroes.
What's going on?
My goodness. MF3 doesn't know what the hell hit him. I don't know either.
You're fine.
Pelican just out of nowhere. Absolutely just won something. I thought maybe we'd be happy after they got the takedown on the Widowmaker. Opting to go deep before that.
Get in there.
It's a weird fucking stalemate.
Lemon 3, yeah, again, just really get Trevor Thomas building behind. He has to really
I got you.
We
Anna.
need somebody to get killed.
I've gotten a few.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, now we're
Not
now
five.
we're rolling. Good shit. Widow was doing shit, but swapped. That's good.
Continued pressure being applied. He's got to pull back. Running out of that D matrix now going to be antied out.
Good work.
We're talking about it too. Again, delivering Gargoyle swoop.
Our Anna's got a lot of kills too. Shit.
They find that hit. They find that kill. That's going to be held
Hanzo's the top.
dominantly towards the CMP.
Hanzo's in the window.
On back across the bridge. Yeah, I see that there's so much time. Doesn't get that connect. Can they follow?
Can we finish? Let's push. Nice.
With you, Hanzo.
Thank you.
I go out on my terms.
Rally canceled. Skewed now under fire. Going to be mowed down by Gargoyle, who finds him in 3-4 follow-up. That'll be the team kill. An extended one coming through as well as the cap. 4 minutes,
Enemy
37
here.
seconds. Going forward towards B.
Well, that's petty.
Missed that.
You're fine.
You talk about the fact that they couldn't get a punish on Pelican despite the sleep of Skewed. I mean, yes, Skewed's on the fire. Yes, but looking for
Dragon's coming straight to the bot, by the way, if you stay on bot. Push up the bot if you can. Make him come to you. Nice, there you go. Oh, Orisa. Hey, I can't move! Fucking shade blocked me from wall climbing. Watch the dragon. Can we get a Junkrat? Or a soldier?
They don't have the follow-up from Mag to really try to solidify the deal, and Gargoyle just numbs up that pulse bomb. Takes it away. Big denial coming through is happy. Not ready to have moved on. Mag now can be antied out. Yeah, it will be D-Mag now forced to use. That's self-destructive. Evil as well.
Probably pop Kitsune next fight. Everybody's here.
What? Oh, he just got lucky. What a bitch.
Did you on the right?
Oh. Finish, yep. Get the Genji next. Good sleep, finish him. Nice. Anna, good work.
EMP goes across, M3 completely whips it. Finds the follow back on a Gargoyle, but that's not giving him anything. A second and a half. Space block now, the answering EMP out from Pelican. Find Mag, pulse bomb out from Zest this time. Will get the connection, not going to be able to die away once more with the Matrix Gargoyle. Pelican falls low, just managed to escape with his life intact. Sending out those packs.
Stick together, guys. Focus picks, you got this. Heals on her.
I'm just God. Fuck. Fuck they gonna do about it?
Dragon's coming straight to bot. You stay on bot, just keep heals. Your bot. Watch up there as well. Nice. Get the Mercy. There is half.
Does get the kill here on the Happy that buys some more time. A minute and 35 seconds now remaining.
I think that's worth though. You clean out your ultimate bank, but you have to for that fight. I mean, you gotta win it. Outlaws use all the ultimates anyway. Shooting down leads by a lot of the nano, but Soul Infernal, man gone, dead to self-destruct. Swapping. You lose some wars, you lose Fixer. Things get awkward. Look at the swaps coming through. But what is about to need?
That far.
Pushes back and then left to that. And Zarya, two heroes. Zarya not really in the meta at all.
Swapping him out.
Three behind.
I need.
like they should be able to get this one across the line. 50 energy is enough. Gargoyle finds 2. The push comes in. 5.9 seconds remaining. Houston Outlaws gets to the end of Rialto.
Ping the Pharaoh when you see her, please. You gotta work together. We might have to switch for Marissa with this comp they have. Can we touch?
Touch the point, touch the point, touch the point, touch the point. Sorry. Don't let them rest.
Just keep Diva alive.
Take a rest.
Stay with Diva. Diva, eat the attacks.
Doing it. I ate that shit, but hopefully that did something. Oh shit, good shit, Hanzo.
Gotta get their Kiriko. Their Pharaoh should be back too.
Good shit. She that. Good shit. Good shit.
They're Yo, they're fucking pissed. I would have talked, but I was like too high and focused to like unmute my shit.
Push that one up into the courtyard. Goes up back up on the high ground, finds Pelican again. Beautiful headshot. 70% now towards the Bob. Gargoyle looking for that high ground contest, has to back away. As the sleeps continue to rain in here from Shu, but the kills can't be found on the back end of it. At least not quite just yet. MN3 under fire, just constantly turning his sights, looking for a target, looking for some kind of weakness that he can exploit here on the side of the Outlaws, but aside from Pelican, none to be found quite just yet. That's now Pulse Bomb online. See if we can actually weave this one through, get the stick, get the kill. Anti on the 2, Mag Fixer getting caught.
It's a choice. I don't know. Maybe that was just a misplaced nano. Could have gone to Gargoyle instead. Possibly Happy got in the way, but Happy couldn't use the nano at all. He couldn't really push forward to the risky. Soul Inferno just waited out. Now they have the nano advantage and the Bob coming online. The only thing they don't have is more payload movement.
Oh, skewed. Has a self-nade, but instead they just turn their sights. MN3 going to be left out with skewed's attention and Fixes as well. It's paid elsewhere, and then 3 falls. The Bob was used. Pulse Bomb is well committed from Zest, but no kill to be found. Bob will make his exit. MN3 now going to be swapping over to the Sombra.
I mean, even with the Bob out, it kind of alleviates MN3's death a little bit, but Soul Inferno couldn't use that at all.
I mean, the card's not moving. It's
Skewed is really fast. Well, this is a long rotation here from Soul Inferno. That's the point, right? It's not moving. They do have kills now, but we swap sides in the map.
Oh yeah, just trading positions, looking to hold that close bridge side, stop the reinforcements from coming through as they do get those eliminations. We get one, EMP going to be committed, the rally now going to be rolling from Fixa, just trying to keep everybody alive, and despite the card still not yet moving forward, but Fixa is just looking to break down Gargoyle. Force him out of the mech, the self-destruct going to be committed to this one. Pelican in the meantime going to be taken down, Zest finding the kill, they cannot deny the baby diva the remix, so we get back through. Shoot, hack out, cannot use that nano, Zest claims another one as both supports now fall. Gargoyle this time will be broken out, will be killed off, and the cart can finally advance forward for the side of the Infernal.
But not enough to get a cap, and that's the most important part, right? The payload had such little movement that Outlaws are guaranteed a final fight here. And that's one of the key points across this entire series, that Soul Inferno have just been worse at than the Outlaws, because Outlaws would have had that payload right into the archway by now, threatening the cap. Outlaws will play through this nano.
Eyes on Happy.
91 is where it gets contested.
Creeping in around the back, the Pulse Bomb at the ready, looking for a weakened target. Fixa, Skewed. Those are going to be the ones that he's aiming for. It's going to go a little bit wide, doesn't find the kill. Anti on the 2. Zest in the meantime catches Pelican, takes out that Hanzo threat. The damage now severely cut down. EMP, as you say, nearly at the ready. MN3 just 5% away from that one. Mag as well could try to clear things out with the self-destruct. EMP now going to be built up. They lose out on Zest. Shoot again, finding the Tracer. MN3 going to be taken down as well, but the cap has come through. Soul Infernal. They managed to push it in. Outlaws pulling the trigger just a little bit too late to try to keep that one contested, and now they have to back up.
I mean, if they don't get the cap there, Soul Infernal will be staring into the wall of something grim, I'm telling you, my friend, because they were losing that fight. MN3 gets completely annihilated. Gargoyle doing a ton of damage in that particular fight. We just have a fight on the bridge now. Shoot on the high ground.
with you.
Lots of vision. Sleep on the
another sleep. And MN3 going back. He just swapped to that Widow. Instantly gets the headshot. Out the gate as quickly as he could have been. What an elimination of all. In the meantime, gets Violent Gargoyle. Neck taken down. MN3 says, all right, got another one.
Just want to shoot. I mean, he's the only one that's kept Shu honest so far, because Shu has been getting away with murder. On the big line, no pressure, no problem at all. You got to say he's doing so much. Frosty has done that.
The Carpe, he might not be on the Stephen bar, but MN3 is still keeping the traditions alive. Go for the Widow, go for the Hail Mary. Go for the fight. Swap back off.
Yeah, why not?
Let's get back
to
to
enemy appears. Angles get a lot worse actually on B and C.
Yeah.
So this is the time to swap.
Hey, shut up, bitch. Hey, did you watch my scrims last night?
Hostile mark.
Again. Really becoming a factor now, and the Outlaws have all online. That is deadly.
I am at the objective.
This is about the EMP push up. There's the EMP. Finds one support. He's going to take it down. And Magnus is left. So Bruce cannot come to the end. Cannot put up that D. Makes
Hey,
to try to keep it protected.
bro, for our first scrims, we went like, I think, he said, I thought it was 5-2, but apparently we went 6-1 first scrims, nigga. Like what? And then we were adjusting. These niggas was listening to me. What? Hey, bro, that shit was nice. First day, first scrims, no playing with anyone except for me and the other support played some ranked before. 6-1. Ain't no telling how long that team's been the team.
Rushing forward, spamming away. EMP now going to be committed to this one. The catch of the Pelican that takes his exit. No kill can be found on the back end of it. Staying alive again.
I should.
Picks up Violent, rally rolling. Picks up nearly with one of his own, but he gets hacked, he gets stunned. Violent takes him out. Pulls one from Zest, managing to find Shoot. Skewed under fire, getting whittled away. He doesn't have any stuff here. He doesn't have the nade. Happy will finish the job.
The chance to iterate is always appreciated.
Mag throws up and self-destruct, but he will not live to see it go off. Pelican finishes him off. The OT bleeds away. And in MN3, his desperation, he tries to get something done, but to no avail. He will bleed down. The map of the series will come to his conclusion. It is
Alright. I just got exploded. We win that fight, so that's even good.
An enemy appears. The enemy has been revived.
And I think, the top teams, the Houston Outlaws in Atlanta Reign, they just other 4 teams in this tournament. Some love being shown there between Shu and Skewed. And Shu had a monstrous day. To end that map, I can tell you.
No, the TP went away.
With 14 sleeps, Skewed had 4. Everything else. I don't even know if Shu's on
yeah.
Incredible day, monstrous. This is the key difference. Houston Outlaws, Atlanta Reign, and everybody else. It's the support line that is solid now.
sleeping, more people pretend than he is dying. So I mean, great effort as well from the rest.
And then I'm getting nice at the shit again. I'm starting to get back content settings. That shit.
A Brawl Star since the kind of the inception of that system. Because he just continues to be absolutely dominant. Whether it's that Baptiste, whether it is that Ana, he is somebody that you cannot.
It's time to climb, nigga. Make a name.
He's kind of, I want to say, almost inherited the, you know, the Jonak throne of being that bloodthirsty support.
I mean, I said yesterday we casted the mid-season Madness finals last year where Gladiators won, Shu and Skewed on the same team, and at that final, at that tournament, I said Shu is the best support player in the world. And this year, I mean, that title's being challenged because Fielder and Gio on the opposite end really want that. Shu might still be, we'll have to find out when they play against each other, but Shu is, in my mind, as good as ever. Still just as good a year later.
Yeah, just utterly fantastic. I mean, you know, you just watch the highlights. I can watch it again and again. Houston Outlaws, Randy, victories here today. Give themselves up for that updraw. Obviously, two more days of play to be coming through here, but it's going to take a lot of sitting down here. This team's for the Infernal instead of the Hangzhou Spark. So, yeah, work to be done. There's not much turnout. We're going to go to a break. That's going to be keeping us out for the evening here as they break down all of the action from today, so don't worry.
The barrier's weakened.
On behalf of all of us, yeah, we're all trying to. My mouth is getting numb, so I think I have to hand it over to Zoe. But we're really sorry for what we did. I hope it didn't hurt twice. Back to the desk.
Behold my exceptionality.
Yeah, that apology was
Reality fades to my will.
yeah, you know, also not saying artist pain, but also our pain. Thank you so much for that one, Andy. That made me laugh. Exactly what happened.
Am I even Korean?
Yeah.
My passport is burning up.
Are you embarrassed that you lost the game?
You're powered up. Get in there.
Close that he gobbled up and immediately as soon as the camera was
Why are you lying? Why are you lying?
You were eating candy, which was supposed to help with it. So you did like...
Yeah, but I didn't take the milk.
So if I sound like I'm crying in a future voiceover, you know exactly what just happened. Anyway, while we were all losing in that game, there's a winner in his last one of the day, and that is clearly the Houston Outlaws. Looking dominant, Shu this, sure, but who else is that?
I mean, Shu and Violet. I think really this was a support gap for most of the series. I think Royal as well had a huge gap on the team. That is like a comfort pick for Gargoyle for sure, but seeing him out on his map and dominating the rate with some very high impact beats is really holding well for the future of the This is a matter of Fearless gets to shine. If Gargoyle doesn't step in, he's a good ball. If they are going to that offense head up. And then these DPS always so consistent. Playing whenever they need to play, hard to swap throughout the series, but it felt like Outlaws had an answer to anything in front of them.
Yeah, we're really heading towards this Outlaws for around the range. This is going to be an absolute banger. These historical great Outlaws is one of the best in the season. It really is going to be a lead for like Dallas Fuel versus Shanghai Dragon. There you have two incredible teams with pretty equal styles. Houston Outlaws, they've leveled up. Like,
You're powered up. Get in there.
the point where I really do challenge an Atlanta Reign team that has dropped 2 down this season. And I'm not saying that lightly. I really do think Houston Outlaws, they're peaking at the right time. All the divisions together. They're playing really good on so many different divisions. This could be the time for the Outlaws.
Just before wrapping it up, I want to get your thoughts very quickly on the Soul Infernal. This was the first time that a lot of people in the West have been getting a look at the Soul Infernal. What is the big takeaway here?
Well, I don't know if that we can say too much negatively about them. I do think there was a huge gap here, but there's been like a similar type of gap between the Houston Outlaws, the Atlanta Reign, and everyone else in the West as well. So I don't know yet that Infernal's run is over, or Sparks for that matter, going down 3-0 in their respective matches to the top West teams. I think the real question is Boston and Florida. Those teams are beatable, potentially, they don't look that strong. I mean, Boston, I think, kind of had a rough game one. I expected that game to be closer against the Outlaws. I thought they'd at least take a map or something, but they didn't. So honestly, I think for both of the Eastern teams, they have very much the chance to stay alive in the tournament, face off against those teams in the loser bracket. But you got to be pretty worried. I mean, this was a dominant performance. I don't think I think it's pretty clear we know the finalists for the tournament at this point. Like, it's hard to imagine any 2 other teams being in the grand final than Outlaws.
There's a couple of underdogs in the lower bracket, Jake. I'm going to be that guy who just keeps giving hopium.
Hopium. Sold here.
He just wants to be right either way. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're a Houston Outlaws fans, you're gonna feel really good about yourself, as well as when you're a player. And we got one of them standing by for a winner's interview. So Danny, please take it away.
Thank you, Zoe. And we got none other than Violet from the Houston Outlaws for the post-match interview. Violet, hello. Violet, 안녕하세요.
Casters.
Casters, hello. Hello.
The shots are flying out early. Leave taking a bit of damage. Gooshray naded.
Gooshray naded. Bubble comes down and just go ahead and keep he and Leaf protected. For a cheeky little zap there as he leaps up over onto the high ground point. Now going to be unlocked. Atlanta Reign first with presence, but now going to be a match on the side of the Hangzhou Spark as Lip inches way forward. Dives in, looking for that juicy target here. The Winston. Gooshray getting taken lower and lower, and the healing is just not going to be there. Lip managed to find that first blood. Takes the recall out, keeps himself nice and safe, and that should set up for the Reign to go ahead and grab this point first and foremost.
Yep, huge nade from field. The result caught Lengser and Leave, and with Gooshray being on the point, a lot of pressure on that backline. Leave couldn't really help there. Lengser couldn't walk forward either. Splits the team up. Some late deaths here. One onto Lengser. That's going to cost a bit of time. On the Spark side of things, as we start looking towards first ultimates, Shy's keeping up with Lip at the moment in terms of damage, so pulse bombs are looking to come up early. None of the Annas are really that far ahead, so kind of expecting Nanos to come forward in the second fight. Probably still will, but not immediately.
Around just poking and prodding Leave, trying to find some kind of target that he can burn down, get that beam out, find a nice little execute kill. Sticky bombs going across, Bubble again going to be coming through, but the damage is just not found yet. Going to be taken low, force back, grabs the Mega Pack to stay alive. Ults on the way for both teams, but Atlanta Reign very much having the lead in that regard. But as you say, the pulse bomb is gone. Now going to be taken away from Shy as well. Not quite able to find a stick. Lengza dove on. Donghak manages to find the kill. Lip gets the better of Shy. Leave will find an elimination here on the Stalker. Donghak takes a quick little nap, but there's just no way to threaten this Winston. And even if you could, he has that primal when he wakes up. So for now, it's going to be the Reign maintaining control of this point, now surpassing 50%.
Kushray's been bullied this game so far. I mean, he's severely behind Donghak in terms of finding that primal. Chio was, not Chio rather, but Fielder and Chio actually both ahead of their counterparts on the Spark. Fielder didn't even have to play the Nano in that fight, so that's got to be a good boon. Heading into next week.
I will not leave a broken world behind.
Once more.
Stay sharp.
Back to the bridge and again,
It's harder to keep you alive when you're distracted.
Never drop down though, doesn't need abilities for that. But the Outlaws.
Be yours, definitely going to be mine, and yours, and his, and all of ours. But we do have a match to discuss. Boston Uprising and Houston Outlaws. Unlike the previous
Is this
match,
one a
we know.
scrap or a heist? I wasn't listening.
Master, you're old. I'll be the extinguisher, keep that up. Smurf in trying to back up, hacked briefly. The Outlaws do a very good job of taking space and making it a pretty hard map for Smurf to really set up. I kind of dive. We're at 50% already.
And Happy's got this EMP, and he's going to blow Leeching on up. Nothing he can do about that.
But that's emblematic, I think, of what we expect the Outlaws to sort of look like at the gates here. They have the base set up, and Decay's always going to be a problem. They give them the Nano, they're trying to give them a championship. First Nano, we'll talk about the second half later on. So far, those so good. He is cleaning up.
Yes, he has an Nano on to Decay. He actually first top off.
do from just being as mobile. Timing there not great yet. First on the back foot, just as Birdie's being chased out and hacked by Happy. Completely kill here. No Sombra to work with for Boston for quite some time. In fact, looks like an easy pick. And they can chase Smurf down. What is the rest of his team here? There's some staggered potential for this moment.
Oh, Blizzard comes out and they're trying to go deep for these kills. Yeah, that Blizzard from down there from Pelican doesn't get aided.
I mean, getting a big stacker there could end the round, but it's a massive investment of the Blizzard to try and secure that against
There's a chance to
keep you at arm's length as they are on the back foot. So, yeah, that one is wasted, to be fair.
On the sailor boat. And that's how you bring fire to the mortal.
They're spending EMPs here just to play the game. They really want to start the
Hero kills as though you're in the outfield 97% one fight territory. Yeah, Pelican now go over to Tracer because you think you have this. You have a nano, obviously you can use on Fearless with the Annihilation. Maybe you farm up an EMP here, you follow that up with that damage from the Tracer, just collapse on the support, and you win the round.
Boston actually have more final
Everybody
blows than
come
the
over
Animals do at the moment, oddly enough.
Get out.
Boston are getting to play a pick and
He knows. Yeah, he destroyed Murdering's Translocator and just kind of like shot in the direction he knew where he's going.
trying with the dangerous there. Unsuccessful. But you're back to the hill back just in time. It is slowing things down for Boston. It splits them up. Hey! But off the point.
They force the nano here out of Boston, and then Shu obviously still has his nano, ended up dropping early. So you get them to use Rally and nano, you come back with EMP nano of your own.
Oh, okay. Smurf having to get the kill on Happy. That's big.
Yeah, that's huge.
The Outlaws thought they want to build a window here to get back onto the point. Now they're being staggered out. This is coming down to one fight.
Yeah, and I mean, still, you have an advantage here if you're the Outlaws, right? You have your nano that you can put on the Fearless, you can put on right? Tracer, use that EMP, and then just have it.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
If he gets away with the EMP, is going to catch him. It's an insta-kill for Pelican.
You're powered up. Get in there. Nothing can stop me.
No connection. Lee J. Gons is going to be
Just needed a push.
shield bash away from it. Now Pelican has to play from outside of playoff range. And they come into Lee J. Gon. This is buying time for the Boston Uprising to get the reinforcements back into the fight. Fearless being slept is only going to exacerbate the time pressure on Houston here. But they get
Fuse is lit.
take the fight to the Drupes. But here's the cave with a stick. The stun. The cave wasn't quite happy. He was able to get away at least from that. So he was able to play around the fight. Pelican run him down.
Yeah, nobody able to touch the point there towards the end. That got a little bit close. Kay was making plays for the back line. He was never able to deal with Fearless and Pelican. The Boston bounced back from a pretty disadvantageous position there. Was able to make that one again here towards the end. Now take a look here. The start of the round. Yeah.
May obviously only getting stronger on live right now. Look at these connections. Bye.
Come here to get
First one. Not one there.
Looks like Boston potentially going to change things up here. On the Reaper, yeah. So we actually saw the Florida Mages play a lot of this in our previous year.
I like the variation. Pretty scary stuff for a Winston to deal with here. But the Outlaws, in their elements, on their preferred opposition. And it walks around, rush here for Boston. argue about the strength of both DPS lines here. Fearless Hackman inside the bubble, safe enough. It's going to be happy accosting Decay, who doesn't really seem to be bothered. Still an Outlaw's point for the time being, though. Look at the Birdering to build that EMP, but he's quite far behind here. Pelican's been doing work in the early stages of this round. Sleep Dart there, just thrown into the mix by Ziyaki, if I have to guess. It's going to be Fearless striking first. Nano for the Winston, a scary combo, and Fearless is at the helm. With Smurf down now, the Uprising have no way in.
The Nano on the Fearless, and then it was comboed with the Biotic Grenade that hits on the Lee J God, and he's not able to defend himself. So the Outlaws gonna get up above 70% here. Just rally Primal. So for the Outlaws, you're probably looking at this fight like, obviously winning it would be ideal, but maybe just using some of these ultimates and just stall out, right?
I wish I could believe that.
He got one clip.
He just shakes his hand out.
What's the biggest axe you could make out of hard light?
No chance to respond to that. No chance to translocate away.
Maybe you
That is
wouldn't.
just massive. Birdring still hasn't built an EMP yet this round. He might get one for the last fight, but it might be too late by then. Lee J God is in deep trouble. They're ignoring the guy. He gets healed up for a time, at least by Ziyaki, but Fearless is putting the pressure on now. Decay is able to win the 1v1 elsewhere, though. Drops to the point. Starts to tear strips off of that brick shield here.
I am
outstanding. Decay is going to be called on again, maybe to do some real heavy lifting here, but he gets stuffed up by Violet in rally. The EMP, it is late, but not too late. Enough to at least give the Uprising a full hold in this fight. Birdring got Nano, Brian now has to come out here on a great grenade connection from Ziyaki.
So the point will flip. 99 for the Outlaws here. I feel like if you're the Outlaws, you're still in a pretty strong spot, right? That's kind of what you were going for. So, get to 99, work your home to the top, the other side. You really got to work out. And Nano, your rally, and your EMP, you think it's the point, right? Or you can farm out this EMP rather quickly, and maybe you just come back to that win. On your side, staying alive there. Nicely done by Violet. He gets popped up. Still not enough to hear those moves from Primal Rage. Can't quite get to grips with him here. He's going to be to the point now. He's got brings to the Pelican getting out. Into the Biotic Grenade. It's really low. They're able to deal with Shu, but the Nano gets off on the Fearless. Yeah, Fearless Nano looking to bring again. May not need it here.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
Bro, my Ana place is fucking different, nigga. Give me that fucking fight win, nigga. On me, nigga.
Able to just get rid of like the translocator of Birdring, or like being able to like track him, find him with his cloak, and not allow the Sombra to get big value.
All I'm doing is a simple kite, nigga. These niggas are dumbfounded by it. These niggas out.
His own slew of problems on the Tracer in Violet has a big kill contribution as well. 5 final blows for Violet.
I also expect, our prediction, and maybe why I was a little bit shocked, I expect this Outlaws team to have a lot better, but they've all performed, like, in big games, like, they've all played sick in big games in the past, where, I know, we've obviously seen it from Smurf, you know, in Overwatch, like,
Let the Kitsune guide you.
You a bitch on it. That's why you the last one to die. Yeah, rest in peace.
They can't really skew the map pool against the Outlaws. You can really play whichever composition they like. So the rush from Houston looked great. The dive was sublime, and Hollywood is an arena where both of those comps at times
I
can
got these
shine.
niggas playing on a gear go.
Of their own backs, their own
Dumbass still
skill.
on hold and have fucking value. Dumb nigga.
In the, I guess the 1-to-1 with these dive compositions in Hollywood's going to be interesting, but I don't know about I want to put Houston on at all.
No, I mean, what, you can have Happy kind of sit on the high ground, right? So use some of that, dash and maybe even get some Widowmaker play. Fearless consistently going up there onto the Winston.
It feels like both of these teams want to play the same time. Maybe one's just a little bit different level.
Yeah, great start for the Outlaws here. They are looking a cut above for the time being. See how that evolves through the rest
Pushing
of
up
this
so
series. Be wary, Pelican.
Heat check confirmed. I won't let you fall.
10 seconds.
You're powered up. Get in there. What we with it. Behold
He's
my
banana, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad. I'm such a dickhead, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, chill out. I was such a dickhead. I'm over here. And you know, like a little kid. Ooh, motherfuckers lucky I got my stream on YouTube right now and I can't play music. But I do want clean gameplay for YouTube gameplay. Get some gameplay time.
And I guess some silver lining here for the Boston Uprising is Decay achieves his 10,000th elimination.
That's a lot.
Joining a short list of players there at the top. Been a fixture in the Overwatch League for quite some time. Been a real impact maker. He was on that map as well. It just wasn't enough to give the Boston Uprising a win to start the series.
Yeah, like pretty good map from Decay, but not a win. I mean, we were talking, like, I feel like these teams are, they kind of want to play the same things, they kind of want to play the same styles, but I just kind of, like, favor Houston to do it maybe a tad bit better.
Yeah,
like,
you said, like, you're
Sup, team?
a little surprised, I guess, at maybe how close the desk thought this matchup would be, and I kind of feel that, right? Like, these two teams, with some differences, I think, like Smurf will sometimes go off script a little bit in terms of his tank selection. Boston are a team that, you know, will try and pick Shambali Monastery and play Bastion. But generally, in the rush or the dive, I don't feel like they're favored against the others.
yes, you got Twilight coming in here.
This guy, though.
Yeah.
You want a secret weapon? You want someone to tip the scales? Twilight should be.
I've always just, like, he was, like, kind of, like, on the bench for the shot. like, just like, wait, what? Like, Twilight?
Yeah.
I mean,
So you're
just
going
an
with gold.
insane player on the support. So probably going to see, like,
Isn't
what,
that
a lot
what
of
you
bottom
want?
here?
What I want never should have mattered to begin with.
A great map for him to showcase his ability through positional when you're defending the second part of the map. And also you're often called upon to deal with like sometimes 1v3 scenarios where you're dived by Wilson, Tracer and Sombra. You know, we have seen Twilight absolutely manage
Wait for me to go first.
Opposing Winstons on many occasions, right? The guy does it all. I think he's the best Ana player in the world, right? Like, he's going up against shoot here, so that's a Twilight, a very special, sort of once in a generation kind of player.
Smurf one on the back school as well. It's like Smurf on top of Winston with a Smurf. See that? I was just pointing out, I know your eyes are pretty bad, so just making sure you see it.
Yeah, all day.